Ladies and gentlemen, Octanes and Roadhogs, we are coming off of a very hot matchup in the Demons and the Kings, where we saw the Kings take the series 2-1 on the Speed Demons. Joining me still is my colleague Squiddy D, and Squiddy, we have a Savage division versus calculated division match, a finals rematch. However, as you can see on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, there is a big twist to this one.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I don't know if anybody in the chat can point it out before I say it. You have 5 seconds to point it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Billy Bob and Robbie Rillahoove will be taking on the Bleacher Boys 3-2 here. 3v2. What do you think about that, Buckets?
Yeah, very unorthodox. This will be the first ever match we've seen a 3v2 for the entirety of the match. Obviously, in the past, we've seen people either quit out of matches and or have connection issues. However, this is the first time that a team is willingly going to go in one player short. The Hammerheads could not find a sub in time that would fit within their MMR cap capabilities, replacing Bearded 4L. And with that being said, Squid, you have to give the Hammerheads credit here, the captain, Billy Bob, for the sportsmanship, quite frankly, to go out there and say, we're not going to give up without a fight.
Absolutely. I mean, you gotta give it your college try. Billy Bob is obviously a great player, and Robbie's complements pretty well. We'll see how they do in a twos rotation versus a stacked, in my opinion, squad of the Bleacher Boys. Alec Big and Masamoon, ZDL Pinky are all great players. The league and fans, players, everybody knows they are. So I mean, it'll be difficult to see how Billy Bob, or it'll be difficult for Billy Bob and Robbie to really counteract their play style.
Yeah, and obviously this couldn't come at a worst week for the Hammerheads for a number of reasons. The Hammerheads all-time against the Bleacher Boys, Squid, are 14-1 in regular season play, and this is also the first time the Hammerheads have ever started a season with a losing record. So obviously the poor get poorer, as some would say, as the Hammerheads are just looking for any sort of life here tonight, missing a player.
Oh, they're absolutely right. I mean, it's basically a hammerhead shark without one of its fins. I mean, it's really really tough to see. But who knows? They could pull out some really crazy stuff. A twos rotation is kind of nice. You only have to worry about one other person on your team. But I mean, on the other hand, you got to worry about 3 from the opposing team. So we'll have to see how they style this.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the most interesting and dynamic matches we've ever seen in QRLS history. Squiddy, I want to ask, obviously Billy Bob is a stat sheet stuffer. He can go get all the individual stats he needs to throughout a game, and we saw that in Game 3 of last week's matchup versus the Headhunters in your squad. However, it's a lot different with one less player on the field, and all 3 of the members of the Bleacher Boys last week put up good numbers.
Absolutely. I mean, Billy Bob's a scorer. He's a great all-around player. Everybody knows, being season MVP of last season. So it's tough playing against him anyway. But I mean, with a very evenly matched or evenly stacked, I should say, very balanced team as the Bleacher Boys are. I know you mentioned they put up very similar stats last week. Everybody getting on the stat sheet is gonna be tough. You literally just have to focus on everybody, and as it's easy to say but tough to actually do.
Do you wholeheartedly believe that the Hammerheads could take a game in this 3-game series tonight?
I think they could take a game. I don't think they win this 2-1 at all, or even a sweep. No, I don't think they have a shot at winning this series. But, I mean, you never know. Anything can happen. I'm going to go with a 3-0 sweep here with the Bleacher Boys. I'm going to be very bold and say that right off the bat, just based on the fact that they do not have played 3 players, and it is very tough to play a 2's rotation versus a 3.
It hurts my heart to hear, Squid, especially with the history I have with the Hammerheads. However, I got to agree with you. I don't know how a 2's rotation is going to work in a 3-on-2 matchup. However, we're going to see how they pull it off tonight. I have Bleacher Boys winning in 3 as well. Ladies and gentlemen, give us your predictions. Give us your opinions on this matchup. Me and Squid obviously have the Bleacher Boys going for their 7th sweep all time, and their second, third, and fourth wins all time against the Hammerheads, Squid, which is an insane stat in and of itself.
Absolutely. I think, I want to get into some more technical stuff. I think the Bleacher Boys, if I'm them, I cannot approach this as, Billy Bob and just Robbie sitting out there. You have to approach it as if you're playing a squad of 3, as if you have the opportunity to lose, and you cannot go into this game lightly. It's very easy to go into games like this, thinking you're gonna win, and that's when you start to lose. You start to lose when you start thinking you have it already in the bag. So never play job done Rocket League, never play job done ball, and you just gotta keep chugging and try to really dominate every aspect of this game.
That is great points, Squid, and it's a respect thing too, right? The Bleacher Boys obviously aren't going to take these guys lightly if there was only one of them on the field, let alone 2 or 3.
Absolutely, a respect thing in and of itself. We know we have a lot of camaraderie in this league, a lot of sense of community here, and Alec is one of those guys that is one of the most upstanding. He's in the stream first overall, pretty much all the time. He's the first one in the stream, first one to be there to like the Facebook posts, to watch all the stuff. So, props to that guy, and I'm sure his team will follow suit in his lead.
Yeah, no question about it. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the second match of our doubleheader here tonight. We've had so much fun in the booth, especially after that first barn-burning match between the Speed Demons and the Kings. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not the only matches that the QRLS has here this week. We have 2 more barn-burning matches coming up here tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We see Clarity United taking on the 3 Rocketeers in another out-of-division matchup. Savage Division's Clarity United, who is watching this game very closely, I would think, Squid, because this could really show them how many games they need to win going into tomorrow to possibly take sole possession of that division lead.
Absolutely. I think the whole league should be watching this one to see. There's always that possibility that the Hammerheads are going to take this here, and I think if you're Clarity United or anybody who's going to end up playing the Hammerheads soon, you should be watching how they're going to play, how much they can actually do here, because now Billy Bob and Robbie are going to have a lot of space on their side of the field to play with each other, and it'll showcase it'll showcase all their technical aspects of their game. I think everybody should be watching this game specifically for that reason. But overall, yes. You should be watching it just for fun as well as the technical aspect.
Yeah, no question. And that is not all, ladies and gentlemen. We have not only Clarity United taking on the 3 Rocketeers tomorrow night at 8:30, we have the Headhunters, your squad, Squid, taking on the Gold Diggers Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, and this is the match that I think everybody is waiting to see.
I'm very excited. I'm really excited because we'll have our teammate there, X Knight, will be there. At least that's what he's told me. I hope he'll be able to get to this one. Really excited to play with him in the QRLS, but also excited to play against my former teammate Will Six. I know he's insanely talented, very very technical guy, and I'm excited to go up against his whole squad with Red Terror and Baby Dumps. It's gonna be an interesting game to say the least.
Obviously, that Friday night matchup has huge implications, not only for the division of the calculated division, but also the Gold Diggers remaining the only undefeated team so far in the QRLS, standing at 3-0. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost 4 minutes away from players hitting the field here at Champions Field, and I just want to give another quick shout out to all of you in the chat, all of you on the stream watching tonight. This has been an absolute blast. I always have fun coming out here and doing this for all you guys. I cannot stress enough how appreciative I am of my admins and all of my players and fans and all the free agents as well. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you from the bottom of our hearts here at the QRLS. Don't forget to go check out the Discord page. And if you're interested in being a player, go ahead and fill out that player form linked in the Discord page to try and apply to be a free agent. We've had some new players come in recently declaring for that Season 5 draft, and I cannot wait to see how that turns out, especially because there is going to be at least 2 more new teams next season, Squid.
And as I'm very excited for that, it's going to be interesting to see how the dynamic of the league changes and shifts. Bringing 2 more teams into the fold is definitely going to be something that's going to do that. I also want to point out, for those who are just joining the stream, tonight's matchup, the second matchup of the night between the Hammerheads and the Bleacher Boys, will feature a 2v3 here. One player obviously not able to show up tonight, and they could not get a sub tonight. It was just very difficult for them to do that. So we will be seeing a 2v3 versus, with Billy Bob, Robbie Riller, who have taken on the Bleacher Boys' whole squad. So it'll be an interesting first for the league.
Yeah, no question about it, and I just cannot fathom the strength in the heart of Billy Bob is the most fan-friendly way to put this, to go out there and to go and try and not go down without a fight here, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, Squid, obviously schedules and time frames, and we have players all over the country here at this point in the league, so sometimes it's just not easy to get people lined up.
I mean, you gotta be, proactive with it. I mean, especially if you're somebody that, I think it was more difficult for them tonight because of who was sitting out, because Bearded sat out tonight, isn't able to make it. He is at I believe it was an 800 MMR, and with the cap, you cannot add somebody who would put your squad at above the $3,500 $3,500 MMR cap there for each squad. So it's going to be difficult for them, or obviously it was difficult for them to find a sub that would fill in without putting them over that MMR cap. And I think that's what the issue was here tonight.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, if it had been, say, Robbie that was out, there would have been a lot more options for them. And you know this for a fact firsthand. You had a sub last week right around that MMR frame.
Absolutely. I mean, if we had... But, Avoidable Clown played very, very well. But in all honesty, if we had just one less MMR, one singular point, we were going to go with Eagle, who put us at 3501. But we ultimately went with Avoidable Clown, who showed up and played very, very well. Very proud of him. Very appreciative of his play and stepping in so, without much notification. So appreciate that guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 9:15, and you know what that means. Players are leaving the tunnel, and they are coming out to a barrage of yays and boos here at Champions Field, and we are getting ready for the first ever 2v3 match in QRLS history. Like it or not, this is history in the making.
History indeed, and I would love to see the Hammerheads do something with what they got here. And looks like we're about to start here, Puckets. Let's go.
We are underway. 5 players hitting the field in lieu of 6 tonight. And with that being said, we have a game. Massimune off the rip here, trying to get this offense going. Obviously, no team can win if they don't score, and the Bleacher Boys are going to try to put this offensive pressure on very early here, Squid.
And it looks like the Hammerheads are actually putting on the pressure here. Billy Bob with the first shot of the game, basically. I think he's going to be playing very, very speedy. He's going to be talking to Robbie constantly tonight, and I think he's ultimately going to play better than we think.
We see a nice defensive rotation by the 2 players here, Robbie and Billy Bob. But this is the kind of things they got to be worried about, is that top wall passing way up high. Billy Bob now running the floor all by himself, but it looks like he ran out of boost, and he's going back to recollect. Maybe almost a one strategy there, sort of.
Absolutely. I mean, if I'm the Bleacher Boys here, I would be looking to starve Billy Bob out of every boost they possibly can. Being down a player is hard enough, but being down a player without boosts is even worse.
We have hit the 4-minute mark. No goals yet here. And ZDL Pinky puts one on Robbie with the nice save. Robbie now up the sideline trying to get a nice opportunity. Can't quite get the pass off in the corner as we see now the Bleacher Boys put one up on net. What a save there by Billy Bob. Off the near post there. The defense by this squad of 2, Squid.
And they're playing insanely well for a 2 squad here. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, and still no goals by either squad. They're playing very well as a 2s duo.
No question about it, and Massimune being very patient here. This is only his 2nd season in the league, but he honestly plays like one of the vets, Squid.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's really good to see, when a player just kind of acclimates himself right away, because this is a wolf pit.
Beautiful demo by Robbie to even the odds here in this matchup. Billy Bob puts one in and the Hammerheads score!
Wow, what a play by Billy Bob there. If I'm the Bleacher Boys, I am almost ashamed to see a 2 squad take the lead over us in game 1 with 3 minutes left.
That demo respawn just gave them enough time that they needed there, Squid, to give them a goal. However, there is a lot of time left, which I do not think the Hammerheads will be a fan of.
Absolutely not. I mean, getting a lead is hard enough as a 2 squad, but getting holding on to it is going to be even harder.
Robbie now trying to get the clear in the corner. Alec Big right where he wants to be. Savior by Billy Bob already, not even halfway through this game.
And it looks like the Bleacher Boys are kind of slow playing it a little bit. They're playing a little bit slow, and I think that's helping the Hammerheads. I think they need to speed up their pace of play and really just give.
Shot on by Robbie, and it goes in! 2-goal lead!
This is insane buckets. 2-goal lead, 2 minutes, 26 seconds left. Hammerheads up. I did not see this coming.
What an absolutely insane turn of events here, Squid. A 2-goal deficit, and the squad of Billy Bob and Robbie are up by 2 now against the Bleacher Boys. However, we should not count them out here yet, ladies and gentlemen, as Massimune bangs one off the back, and Billy Bob now very nicely and patiently bringing it into the corner. And Squid, I want to point out what he just did right there, seeing he didn't really have anything he liked and backing all the way out to rotate on defense.
And that is absolutely two's rotation there. I mean, normally when you have a 3rd player behind you, you kind of just challenge to make the other player make their move. But he knows that he doesn't have that 3rd player, so making him make the move is not going to work here.
What a shot by Alec Big, but misses high off the top post. That could have really changed the trajectory of this game, but instead they reset the offense. And Robbie has the savior now. Both Hammerheads here tonight have a savior.
Wow, a savior already. I mean, so many shots peppering the goal. They're just not finding their mark.
I want to point out how long this offense has been on the attack here. The Hammerheads are eventually going to start running out of boost here, Squid.
And that's the way to do it. If you can boost starve and just keep peppering the goal, eventually it's going to go in.
1 minute and 15 seconds remaining. The Bleacher Boys backhand shot by Robbie. This one goes in!
Oh my. This is not where you want to be as the Bleacher Boys. 3-0 Hammerheads. This is insane.
Are we actually witnessing this, ladies and gentlemen? It was history to begin with when we see 2 players hit the field against 3, but instead we are seeing a possible win here by a 2-player squad against a 3-player squad, and Billy Bob does it again.
Oh my, this is not looking good for the Bleacher Boys. They better figure it out and figure it out soon. I think Billy Bob and Robbie are gonna take this game.
Billy Bob gets his 2nd goal of the night here, and it is a 4-goal deficit. Not only did they score 4 down a man, Squid, they haven't given up a goal either, and they might get the shutout.
And it looks like, I mean, the stats are pretty packed there for both Robbie and Billy Bob. 4 saves each, 2 goals apiece, 3 shots each. I mean, it's very, very close.
Very close indeed, and we see this clock ticking down. Alec Big puts one on. Billy Bob there with another save.
This is insane. I never would have thought this would happen.
We both guessed sweep, Squid, and I'm pretty sure the world did as well, but needless to say, last season's MVP and his new player, Robbie Riddlehoove, have proven all of us wrong as they will take game 1 against all odds.
Wow, this is nuts. I'm shocked. They can't. Oh no.
And this one is going to hit the ground. A 4-0 shutout, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh. You really hate to see it for the Bleacher Boys, but you gotta give props to the Hammerheads coming out there with 2 players and taking the dub ski, both at 2 goals.
They had identical stats there, Squid.
Nearly identical. It is insane, and Robbie is pinging out like he used to, and still getting the dub. I love to see it.
What an insane turn of events. And honestly, this really makes things interesting, not only in the calculated division, because that'll bring the Hammerheads to 2-2 now for their season record after that first game, but also this brings the Bleacher Boys down to 2-2, which is not going to benefit them as the Kings just improved to 3-3.
Wow, this is what a crazy turn of events for tonight. I know the chat is absolutely shocked. I'm shocked. Bucket's shocked. I mean, it's an wow.
Absolute insanity here, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot stress that enough. But needless to say, we have 2 more games to go, and we will see how long this hype train lasts between the Hammerheads and the Bleacher Boys. The Hammerheads, obviously the defending champions here in the QRLS, are down a player tonight. You can see it here live here on the QRLS Twitch channel. Go ahead and check out the YouTube channel where this match will stream and be archived for the rest of eternity, because I'm sure this will be viewed more than any, as they will be going back to this one for a long time.
Absolutely. If I'm the Bleacher Boys, I'm going to be looking back at this and making sure that I do exactly what they just did. Alec BIG coming away with the first goal for the Bleacher Boys. It looks like it might be different this time around.
An early goal by Alec Big and the Bleacher Boys. They obviously have a fire now to prevent anything that happened in that last game from happening again.
And I do want to point out that that was a demo and then a goal, so I think that might be the strategy here. Going for the demo and then going for the touch to finish it off might be the way to go.
Yeah, honestly, very surprised we didn't see that at all last game. They obviously whipped that out very early on in this one, and now the Hammerheads playing behind for the first time in this matchup. Alec Big bangs it off the back wall. Robbie now can't quite get it off the top post. Now Billy Bob challenges. Doesn't quite squeeze in. Robbie has to be careful. What a pinch to get it out of there.
What a save there from Robbie. Didn't even get it on the stat sheet, but I mean, what a great play there.
Absolute insanity here, ladies and gentlemen. Robbie Riddlehoove trying to run this thing offensively. Great 50 there by Alec Big to stop him dead in his tracks. But Billy Bob now offensively trying to push the agenda. Can't quite get the shot on net as Robbie looks to reset the offense. Billy Bob puts it up in the air, but they rotate back. Nice and patient. Can't get away from the game plan here, Squid.
You know, I gotta be honest with you. Billy Bob and Robbie look pretty relaxed out there. I mean, they're not fidgety. They're not panicking in any way. But they seem very, very comfortable here, which is interesting.
No question about it, and I cannot wait to see how the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds of this match goes. Billy Bob with a nice banger into the corner of the opposing end. We see now he's trying to get this offense going for his two-man squad. However, Alec Big preventing it at all costs, putting it up off the wall. Shot on net. What a double tap!
What a double tap indeed. Second goal of the game and series for Alec BIG. I mean, puts a little solidarity there for the Bleacher Boys, but not too much. A two-goal lead, a 2-0 lead is definitely a dangerous one for both teams.
We have a 2-goal deficit now. This is something the Hammerheads obviously did not experience in that first matchup. However, the fact they even took one here, Squid, is absolutely insane. Billy Bob now trying to get this one to roll up the wall. Nice opportunity, but Massimune with a great clear back to Billy Bob at the mid, resetting that two-man offense.
Absolutely. It looks like they're finding each other out there. The Bleacher Boys really kind of connecting a little bit more. It just didn't happen early enough, but they still got a shot.
No question, and now we see more pressure by the Bleacher Boys. Pinky there looking for a little bit of a redirect action, it looked like, but nonetheless, the ball going the other way now as Billy Bob tries to get that flip over, that nice little flick at the mid, but no avail.
And Billy Bob's playing very, very well this series already. I mean, he's kind of dominating, taking on like 2 or 3 of them at once. So, I mean, you love to see it from Billy Bob, one of the best guys in the league.
And if you're the Bleacher Boys here, Squid, are you just hoping to kill some clock here?
I think they're looking to show a point here. I think they want to score as many goals as they can right now. They're just kind of peppering the goal, but they're keeping themselves a little bit wider here. And then they end up getting stuff like that, rolling up the side of the wall, and it's there for an easy tap-in.
Yeah, nothing they could have done about that one as Pinky puts it up for himself and finishes it off. Great roll off the wall to give them a 3-goal lead here in Game 2.
Watch the style of play from the Bleacher Boys. Watch how wide they're rotating, and I think that's helping them kind of, prevent from any counterattacks from Billy Bob and Robbie, but also be there to pick up the slack and then counterattack.
1 minute 40 remaining here, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot thank all the viewers enough for coming in and watching this stream. Don't forget to go check out the YouTube channel. As soon as this match is over, the upload will begin, and both this match and the match prior, the Kings versus the Speed Demons, will be uploading to the QRLS official YouTube channel. Go check it out, go like and subscribe, and obviously we are seeing a history-making match here, Squid.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they've already made history taking game 1 of this series and scoring yet another goal. Billy Bob putting it 3-1 with 1 minute left for the Bleacher Boys here. Alec BIG says BRB and left the match. I don't know what's going on there, what that's all about, but hopefully he gets back in time soon and helps his team, secure this victory.
It is a 2-on-2 now, ladies and gentlemen. This is insanity. I hope everything's all right in the Alec Big household, but the playing field just got even.
This is insane. It is a twos matchup dating all the way back to the first season of the QRLS, if I'm not mistaken there, Jake. I mean, this is nuts.
This is indeed a fact. The first season of the QRLS was a twos season, back when we had 6 teams of twos. The champions of that season, the franchise now known as Clarity United. And we see now the Hammerheads desperately trying to at least give themselves a little bit of hope here in this matchup. Billy Bob on the other end. What a great job by Massimune to stop it. Both nets look so much more wide open now, Squid, with one less player. And Billy Bob puts one in. Do they have a shot?
There is a chance, Buckets, with that goal right there. Billy Bob securing another goal for the Hammerheads, putting him at 3-2. It's a 2v2 matchup now. Billy Bob has every opportunity now to take the lead here and score another goal.
10 seconds remaining, and we do have an update. It seems like Alec Big's game has crashed. He just posted in the Discord discussion. He is racing to try and get back here, and the Hammerheads can't keep it off the ground, and it is a 1-goal deficit to finish this one off as the Bleacher Boys take Game 2 to even up this series. New lobby has been requested by the players.
I will make sure to get that new lobby set up right away. Buckets, if you want to go ahead and do a little analysis for that game, I'd be great.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing history at its finest. The first ever 2 versus 3 matchup in QRLS history ends up becoming the first 2v2 matchup we've seen since Season 1. And not only that, The Hammerheads took game 1, 2v3, and this is an even series now. This is a 1-to-1 series here going into game 3. You could not write a better script for this one, ladies and gentlemen, but this is exactly the product you are going to get in the QRLS, and that's why I cannot stress enough to go check out that YouTube channel. We have a Facebook as well, QRLS_official Facebook page, where we post all the updates, all the links to the stream. Go share to all of your friends. Get that exposure out. We love what this community has done. We have seen so many all-time great players come through this league simply by the networking. And Squid, as you mentioned, you're getting this new lobby up, and it looks like we are just waiting for players to come back in.
Absolutely, lobby is set. Hopefully, Alec comes back and joins his squad for this third matchup. It is a 1-to-1 in the series right now. Granted, we do play 3 games throughout every matchup, but now these two teams have each taken a game up on each other, and we'll see how this third game goes. And it looks like Alec BIG is in the lobby, so he will be playing this third matchup with his squad.
No doubt about it. And this is honestly going to be a very weird telltale, because it's obviously proven not impossible that the Hammerheads could win this series here, Squid.
Oh, absolutely. Hammerheads could definitely win this series if they play like they did in the first match, or in the first game, and if the Bleacher Boys kind of just let it loose, which I don't think they're going to do, then the Hammerheads could take this. I say Bleacher Boys take this one as well.
Yeah, and even more crazy was those defensive rotations by the Hammerheads. Obviously, they came back there at the end in that 2v2 skirmish we saw. This is going to be one of the weirdest weeks of stats we've ever seen in the QRLS.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, do you give Alec BIG a half of games played for that, for leaving the game halfway? I don't even know. So, I mean, it's definitely an interesting one, to say the least.
We have players on the field, ladies and gentlemen, and you know what that means. Game 3 of this matchup, and this is an even kickoff, it looks like, which could help out the Hammerheads in terms of opening up this match. 5 minutes to go in this match as we see the Hammerheads take on the Bleacher Boys, and Robbie could not get the save as we see a goal early on off the kickoff by ZDL Pinky.
I do want to point out, it looks like Robbie's ping is through the roof, sitting up at 940, and it looks like we're going to get a new server here. Both teams have agreed to a new server, and I will set that up momentarily.
They just do not want us to get to. They just do not want us to see that payoff here, Squid, as we are itching at the bit to try and see this matchup get underway. And without a doubt, obviously we don't want, especially a team of 2, at even more of a disadvantage than they already are. However, we do want the lobby to be kosher for all players involved, and this is a very, as you mentioned earlier in the stream, the camaraderie of this league, and you saw the other squad, Alec Big, did not hesitate to let this happen.
Absolutely, you love to see that camaraderie and community aspect. We don't really have a lot of toxicity in this league, and that's how we like to keep it.
No doubt about it. And as we're getting ready to set this lobby back up, we're trying to get these Rocket League servers on our side here, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot thank everybody enough once again. I want to reiterate the matches we have coming up later in the week. Tomorrow night, the Clarity United squad takes on the 3 Rocketeers in a outer division matchup. Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on this stream. We will be seeing that happen. The 3 Rocketeers looking for their first win of the season. They are 0-3, going up against the 2-1 Clarity United squad, who came out guns blazing last week in week 1. And also, we have the matchup everybody is waiting for on Friday night Eastern time. The Gold Diggers, 3-0. Taking on the Headhunters, who exceeded all the expectations that were ever thrown at them going into week 1, especially with the sub. And with that being said, that is going to be a shootout for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. You do not want to miss it. That one is Friday at 9:30 Eastern Time. We cannot wait to see these matchups going on, and we will have obviously a whole different slew of content for you throughout the season as well, including on that YouTube channel I keep on mentioning in your ears, the weekend review show, where we go back and review all that went on during the week in the QRLS. The first week's review, week 1 weekend review, is out now on the YouTube channel. Go check it out. It was also streamed on last Sunday, so go ahead and go see how the power rankings shaped up going into this week. We have player spotlight sections where we interview players that really stood out for the week. This week, the standout was Throttle Dog, who ended up winning Player of the Week in the Savage Division here in the QRLS.
Absolutely, and it looks like we're taking a little bit of time here. I don't know what's going on. If they know that the lobby is up, it has been posted in the Discord that the lobby is up. I'm not sure if they are having technical difficulties of some sort, but we'll get this underway soon, I promise you.
Yeah, and it looks like we keep getting some black screen errors here on the servers as we try to work through this issue one more time, ladies and gentlemen. We are holding steady at right about 25 to 27 viewers, which honestly just warms my heart, because you guys are obviously itching at the bit to try and see the result of this matchup just as badly as we are. So we promise you we are going to get this thing out there. Now that we have seen kind of how this series has played out, go ahead and give all of us your predictions in the chat based on what you've seen so far. Who's going to win this third game? Who's going to win this series, ladies and gentlemen? Go ahead and throw it at us right in that chat, and I want to see what everybody thinks, because who knew we were even going to see a 1-to-1 series in this game?
Looks like everybody is in the lobby. We're just waiting on you, Buckets, to get back in here. I know it's been a little bit tough with the servers here until we want to get this game underway, and we will shortly.
And we are here, and we are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Players hitting the field. We are finally getting ready to get underway here. Let's see who takes this unorthodox matchup to the promised land. 5 minutes to go here. Hammerheads 2, Bleacher Boys 3 in terms of players on the field.
And this one is definitely going to be a heater. Both teams definitely want this win here. Could have been thrown off by the servers a little bit. Could be a little bit cold now. I know I'd get a little bit cold every time I stop playing, even for just a second. So it'll be interesting to see how these players kind of keep it under control.
That's honestly a great point, Squid. The sort of momentum thwart that little break may have given both squads could really come into play here and make a difference.
Absolutely, and it looks like nothing's really going on right now. It's kind of ping pong, bing bong, and all over the place here. We'll see if we'll get a good break here for either squad.
Beautiful save there by Robbie. Massimu now trying some fancy flippy stuff there to try and get that center. What a shot by Alec Big. Couldn't cut it down hard enough as it hits off the top post.
It looks like a little bit of a double commit miscommunication there. Billy Bob had a good opportunity, but thwarted by Alec. You got to love Alec just getting up there and saving it for his team there. I mean, a double commit is very tough to defend against.
Yeah, what a great challenge by Alec indeed, as that could have been very dangerous for the Bleacher Boys squad. We are 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in this one, ladies and gentlemen, and the Hammerheads are not giving up here.
You're absolutely right. I mean, the two squad, you can't give up. You're so close to a victory. You just got to make that final push and get this game 3.
3:25 remaining. Some more back and forth action at the mid, as we have some more great offense here by the Hammerheads. Dangerous spot there, but Robbie pokes one up into the air, into the corner, as ZDL Pinky challenges. Alec Big collects, gets it on mid, gets it on net. Great catch there by Billy Bob on the wall, looking to defend. Great job to keep it on the ground there, pushing it on the offensive end. Great rotations here by this 2 squad.
Oh, absolutely. Billy Bob kind of played it past the first 2 players, but that third player was just sitting there in his way. I mean, that's what we're talking about when it's difficult to turn a 2's rotation into a 3's.
Masamune up the wall. Great pass. Way up high there. ZDL Pinky can't quite get the shot on as Billy Bob corrals it in the corner.
What a shot indeed. We'll see if the Bleacher Boys can capitalize here and retain possession, get a shot on goal.
What a save by Robbie on the challenge. That could have easily have gone right in the back of the net at about 1,000,000 miles an hour. Billy Bob, offensive pressure. What a challenge there. Beautiful demo by Billy Bob.
That was a perfect demo there, a perfect time for one. Gave Robbie time to get back on defense, and he ends up getting the save. Beautiful demo.
Savior as well for Robbie now in this game. 2 minutes remaining, and we have not seen one hit the net. Ladies and gentlemen, what a shot on! Billy Bob with the save, but Masamune's there to kiss it on in.
I do want to point out, it was a little rough on the rotation here. Alec, looks like a little bit of miscommunication there on the side of the Bleacher Boys. But, I mean, that's what comes with having an extra player here. I mean, you can make those mistakes and possibly, or take those risks and possibly win it, or you lose it and you're still safe.
Yeah, great call indeed. And a miscommunication on the face-off sees a 2-goal lead now by the Bleacher Boys, as Robbie just couldn't quite get that hit off the wall. If he would have got that, that would have been a banger.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a difficult one to read. Kind of hit the side there, more like not instead of the corner. Just bounced straight off of it. Interesting ball.
Demo on the face-off now, a 3-on-1 for the time being, but Billy Bob is not scared, ladies and gentlemen. Puts one on center, nobody home to shoot it. Robbie's there, puts one on, and it goes in!
And the Hammerheads are not out of this matchup with a 2-1 lead right now. But now the Hammerheads kind of finding some ground, or gaining some ground, and putting another one into the back of the net. I mean, you love to see it from a 2 squad.
The Hammerheads have a minute 36 to tie this matchup up. Robbie now in the corner, trying to read it off the wall. Doesn't get there. Does instead, as Masamune can't get the shot on. Alec Big now misses wide. Billy Bob kisses that thing all the way to the other end offensively and puts it in the corner to recollect here. Billy Bob now in the corner trying to read it. Masamune tries to hit it. Robbie now! What a save there by the Bleacher Boys. However, one not credited on the stat sheet.
Fortunate for, I believe that was Pinky. That was a great save. Could have had a good counterattack there, but just couldn't get the connection.
And we see 1 minute remaining. The Hammerheads on the offensive pressure yet again. Robbie now trying to put one up for his teammate Billy Bob. Trying to even the score here. Can this team do it? Can the David beat the Goliath here in this 2-on-3 matchup? Nice bump there by Billy Bob. However, great defense by the Bleacher Boys.
The Bleacher Boys just have to hold on here for another 30 seconds with that 1-goal lead. Let's see if the Hammerheads can kind of take it back and make a counterattack.
Alec Big, nice and patient there off the wall. Robbie couldn't get the touch he needed there, and that's going to kill a lot of time that they need here.
What a good little jump there by Alec to get up to the ball.
And Billy Bob has open space! No, couldn't beat the ball in time. He pinched it just a little too hard. Billy Bob's there! What a save!
Oh, and what a save indeed. That was the opportunity they were looking for, and it looks like it's still up right now.
And the count by Pinky. This one did not go the way we thought it would, ladies and gentlemen. However, this was nonetheless one of the most exciting matches we have ever seen in the QRLS history, and we cannot believe we were here to share it with all of you tonight. Squid, what the heck just happened?
I don't know. I mean, I almost had a heart attack there at the end, you know, with Billy Bob's last shot into, I believe it was Pinky making the save. I mean, what a crazy, crazy matchup to see, and one for the ages. Definitely going to go down in the history books. This will be on the YouTube, and it will have a lot of views, I am sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for us here tonight. Do not forget to tune in tomorrow night, Tomorrow night, the matchup at 8:30 Eastern Time between Clarity United versus the Three Rocketeers. Three Rocketeers looking for their first win on the season. Clarity United looking to take the lead in the Savage Division here tonight. However, it will not be easy as we see the Bleacher Boys take another 2-1 series to improve to 4-2 on the season. Squid, do you have anything else here before we send these guys home?
No, I just want to send our thanks, appreciations to the 28 viewers, and I believe we got up to around 32, 33 viewers tonight. Appreciate you guys for coming out and watching the streams. We really appreciate you. Make sure to watch these games back. Hit us with a follow on every platform you got. I mean, we have a Facebook, we got a YouTube, we're in the Discord. You know, we're always out there. Talk to us. We're happy to have you, and appreciate you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I'm Little Bucket, a.k.a. Quicksilver59, the Commissioner. Joining me tonight, and great as always, was Squiddy D, player of the Headhunters. And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all the players, admins, and fans of the QRLS, keep it quick.